Welcome to the Abyss Tarot T.A.T. Today's pick a card is yes or no question. So think of a question that's a yes no answer. Each of these piles has one card that has either the word yes or no written on it, and then we're going to pull more cards as we go along. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the piles. Oh, look at that, ashes. So for pile 1, we have the green butterfly. Okay, pile 1 is the green butterfly. Pile 2 is the pink butterfly. Okay, pile 2 is the pink butterfly. Pile number 3 is the blue butterfly. Okay, pile number 3 is the blue butterfly. And pile number 4 is the yellow butterfly. Okay, pile number 4 is the yellow butterfly. Go ahead, take a look at the piles. If you feel called to pick more than one pile, go right ahead. Timestamps will be down below, and I'll see you at your reading. Bye. Hi, welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 1, the green butterfly, I always like to associate the piles with an element. And so for this pile, I've associated it with earth. So you could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, okay? So I hope you asked your question. You have your question in mind, and we're going to see if it is a yes or no. I don't know what's under this card. I don't know if it's a yes or no. I don't know. But let's take a look and see, okay? And then we'll pull more cards. So your answer is no here, okay? So your answer to your question is no. So let's go ahead and pull some cards on that, okay? Pile 1. Why is it a no for pile 1, please? Why is it a no for pile 1, please? Cards don't want to come out. It's like they don't want to tell why the answer is no. There it is. We have the Knight of Fall, the Knight of Pentacles, Earth Energy, slow progress, Dalmatian Stone. So slow progress here. So something is moving at a snail's pace. So the answer is no. So maybe you asked like in a time frame, or like, am I going to get this job right now, or is this going to happen now, or something like that? And it's no, because there is slow progress. It's like something's going at a snail's pace right now. It is Dalmatian Stone also. So too many little things that aren't seen yet, or they're not noticed yet. This could have to do with work, or with a relationship, with a romantic partner. Maybe, am I going to find the right one right now, or is he going to propose right now, or something like that. Also could be that the question. But like I said, I see something just moving very slowly, snail's pace here. So the answer is no, or at least not right now. It's like a no, but just because it's slow, it doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It's just more like not right now. Okay, let me get 2 more, please. And we have the Page of Summer, which is the Page of Cups, Love Messages, and Larimar. Yeah, so you could be asking about a love situation, like am I going to meet the person, or the person I just met? Is it going to be more, or it's something like that, right? But it almost seems like it's just not yet, or not now. It almost seems like it's a little too soon, right? It's a little too soon for this to be revealed. Love Messages, Larimar. So there's deep emotion. You might have love with this person, and this person might have love for you, but at the same time, it's just maybe not the right moment yet. And our last card is Death. Okay, it's in the reverse, Transition, Serpentine. Yeah, it's in the reverse because again, it's like no, not right now. Death is Scorpio energy. It is the card of transition, right? Of change, but it just seems like it being in the reverse. I'm sorry, I can't even talk. It being in the reverse is like no, it's just not happening right now. There's no change right now. Doesn't mean there's not going to be a change. It's just with this Knight of Fall here being the first card, it just seems like very slow progress, very slow movement. movement. Gosh, I can't even talk with your pile. Goodness gracious. So there might be something with the communication too, since I can't seem to talk. There might be something with the communication is not right, or it's off, or it's just you're not talking about it or discussing it right now. Let me get 3, please. And we have possibilities. See, there you go. Free spirited adventure and risk. Yeah, there's definitely the possibilities. Like I said, it's no, but it's a no right now. But there's definitely possibilities of the future of this turning into a yes. But this isn't the moment. It's what I'm feeling. Okay, this is not the moment. This is more the moment of planting the seed and then having something flourish. But right now, it's like the seed's been planted, and we just gotta wait for whatever's gonna flourish. It hasn't flourished yet. Ooh, okay. Chemistry, attraction, spark, and passion. Yeah, look at that. There's definitely chemistry there. Okay, so this definitely could be asking about a love situation, like with this person. Am I gonna date them? Am I gonna marry? Whatever the question is. There's definitely a connection there. There's chemistry, attraction, spark, and passion. So, like I said, there's a possibility of it being a yes, but for right now, it's a not right now, a not yet. Let me get one more. One more, please. You could be a water sign asking about an earth sign, too, is what I'm getting, or vice versa. We have lusting, forbidden, non-committal, and sexual energy. So there's definitely the chemistry and the attraction is definitely there. There's lusting. Um, but again, there's just right now it's not the moment. Forbidden, non-committal. So there might even be somebody else involved, like maybe somebody else has a relationship that they have to let go of before they can commit to you, or you to them, or you know what I mean. But there might be somebody else there, so it's kind of like the time isn't right yet. It's kind of like meeting the right person at the wrong time type of energy. Okay, all right, well, that's all I have for you. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. So, for those of you who chose pile number 2, the pink butterfly, I always like to associate the piles with an element. And so, for this pile, associated it with water. So, it could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Okay. I don't know what's underneath here, if it's a yes or no, but let's take a look and then we'll pull more cards as we go along. Okay. So, we have yes. Okay. So, your question is it's a yes. Oh my goodness. There's a lot of noise out there. Okay. So let's see. Let's get some more cards to see why yours is a yes. Okay, we have the 5 of Fall, which is the 5 of Pentacles, disconnected, Malachite. Huh. So this could be a question of asking if like somebody has pulled away from you, or have they intentionally disconnected. It's yes, they have. But here, this person's eye is like peeking. You see that? So somebody could be watching you, could be spying on you. This is somebody that maybe you're not talking to, but they're still keeping tabs on you. They're still getting information on you. Hmm. I'm also hearing somebody's going through a struggle. So maybe your question also, there's a lot of people, right? So somebody could have asked the question, is such person going through a struggle, or is the struggle going to continue for them? And it is yes. So far, it's yes. Ooh. And we have the 2 of Summer, which is the 2 of Cups, kindred spirits, rose quartz. Okay. So this could be somebody you love or that loves you, somebody you're connected with from your soul tribe. Doesn't necessarily have to be like a love romantic partner. It could be like a best friend, a sibling, a family member, somebody that you definitely have that kindred spirit with, those soul ties, those soul connections with. This is water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and it is rose quartz, which is that pink crystal. And you did pick the pink pile, so there's love here. There's also like the need for loving oneself, for healing. Somebody might need to heal, like need some self love, need to work on themselves. And then we have the Six of Winter, which is the Six of Swords. It says in motion, crazy lace agate. So yeah, this is about movement and moving away from a situation. And here, with the first card being the Five of Fall, it's a disconnect and moving far away. So it's like, did this person intentionally, or did they decide to move away, or did they, whatever, did they leave, right? And it's like, yes, they decided to disconnect and keep a distance, in motion. Okay, so there's movement here. And then we have the wolf. She has, it's a beautiful card, and she has the wolf with her instinct. So somebody's instinct was like, yes, disconnect. Yes, you have this connection with this person, there's love with this person, but it is better for you to disconnect. It is better for you to cut ties. So this could possibly be like somebody that you decided to cut ties with, or somebody that decided to cut ties with you. Okay, let's get 3 of these, and I think that will be it. We don't have any fire here. We have earth, water, and air, but we don't have fire. There's no initiative to take action after whatever this action was. Let me get 3, please. Okay, we have second chance, reconciliation, making amends, and opportunity. Oh, wow. Okay, so maybe you're wanting somebody to see if maybe the question was like, are they going to reach out? Are they going to talk to me again, or something like that? Or them wanting that from you, right? There's a second chance here, reconciliation, making amends, talking to somebody again, saying, sorry, I had to go, but I had to go, or something like that, right? We have pride, arrogance, ego, and stubborn. Somebody's being too stubborn, maybe, to reach out. Maybe they want to reach out, but they're being too stubborn, so they're just kind of from a distance observing. Okay. And we have apology. Look, and again with this card here, making amends. Okay, so then we have apology, forgiveness, return, and sorry. Return. See, like I said, somebody's left, right? Somebody has left, and it looks like somebody wants to return, and they want to return with an apology, but there's like too much pride right now. Okay, there's definitely a connection here. All right, well, that's all I have for you, pile 2. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. So, for those of you who chose pile number 3, the blue butterfly, I always like to associate the piles with an element. And so, for this pile, I've associated it with air. So, it could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Okay, all the piles have one card, which is a yes or no. And then, we'll pull more cards as we go along. But for your pile, there's 2 here. So, I don't know what they are. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look. Oh, wow, you have 2 no's, double no. Wow. Okay. So that's definitely a confirmation right there, because like I said, they all have one card, but yours had 2. So I don't know if it was going to be like a yes, no, yes, yes, no, no, and well, we got 2 no's. All right. Let's go ahead and pull some cards on why you got that double no. Wow. Okay. Pile 3. Why did they get that double no, please? Oh, okay. We have the Knight of Fall, which is the Knight of Pentacles, slow progress, Dalmatian stone. So something, gosh, I think it was pile 1 or 2 that had this exact card. And I was like, something is moving at a snail's pace. I think it was pile 1. Think it was definitely pile 1. So anyways, something is moving at a slow progress, right? It says, it's like snail's pace, something barely moving, almost no movements, something that maybe pauses, something that starts and then stops. So it's not flowing. So, I don't know if it's maybe asking a question about money, right? But there's something that like it starts coming in, trickling in very slowly, and then it pauses. So there's something here that's like coming in steady, which, like it could be, like I said, money, or it could, be a relationship or anything. But let's see. Let's get 2 more cards. I'm feeling like this is money, though. Like this is a question of money. Also have to do with health is what I'm kind of getting, or like working on yourself or working on your body, like, you know what I mean, like exercising, getting in shape, that type thing. Okay, we have the 4 of Summer, which is the 4 of Cups with blase, chrysoprase. So not interested, definitely not interested, not paying attention. um to me, the 4 of Summer has a lot of Pisces energy, which is water, but it could also be Cancer, Scorpio, but it has a lot of Pisces energy, um, because like the focus is almost kind of like in daydream. Like the focus isn't really here, the focus is off somewhere else, almost like daydreaming, almost like thinking of something or someone else instead of focusing on the here and the now. Hmm. So just feeling kind of over it. This is don't really care. You know what I mean? So there's not too much focus on whatever this Night of Fall is here. The slow progress. I mean, there's an interest in it, but not too much. It's like the door is open, but to this person or you, whoever this is, it doesn't really matter if the door is open or closed, also, is what I'm getting. Like, it doesn't matter. Oh, look at that. And we have the 8 of Spring, which is the 8 of Wands. It's in the reverse. And look, it says fast movement, Bumblebee Jasper, and it is in the reverse. So definitely, yeah, with slow progress and then fast movement in the reverse, something's not budging, something's not moving, something's not progressing. And like I said, when it does move, it's just a little trickle. It's very, little bit like baby steps. It's not really moving. And then it stops and there's like a pause in it. So, yeah, whatever this is, it's not flowing. Could also be communication with somebody. Maybe you talk and then you stop, you talk and then you stop, or you don't really care if you talk and then stop, and they don't really care. It's just it's very whatever. It's whatever. That type of energy. So let me get 3 of these, please. Ooh, okay. We have ecstasy, chasing thrills, excitement, and good times. See, here somebody wants ecstasy, somebody wants excitement, somebody wants a good time. But then over here we have somebody very blasé, somebody like, I don't care. It is what it is. It's boring. I'm not interested really. So yeah, there could be just the vibes aren't like connecting. Okay. And we have chemistry. One of the piles also had this card, chemistry, attraction, spark, and passion. It came out sideways right here. So it's kind of, again, almost like a blocked energy. There is chemistry, but there's something blocking it. There's something not really like flowing with it since it came out sideways, you know? And then we have clinging. Oh, holding on, obsessing, and spying. Wow, so somebody could be clinging and somebody else is kind of like whatever. So there's two very different energies here, you know? Almost like not aligning, not vibing, not on the same page, okay, is what I'm getting. But there's a double no here, okay? So whatever your question was, it's a double no. Okay, well, that's all I have for you. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. So, for those of you who chose pile number 4, the yellow butterfly, I always like to associate the piles with an element. And so, for this pile, associated it with fire. So, you could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, okay? Um, so, all the piles have a card. Well, pile 3 had two, but all the piles have one card with a yes or no. So, we're going to go ahead and see what it says on your card, and then we're going to pull more cards as we go, okay? So let's see. Pile 4. Oh, you have a yes. Okay. So whatever your question is, pile 4, your answer is yes. Okay, now let's go ahead and pull some more cards and get some more information here. Okay, pile 4. Why is their answer yes? Why is there's a yes for pile 4? Why is there's a yes? Okay. And we have the Emperor in the reverse, Aries energy, leadership, red tourmaline. Okay. And we have the Ace of Summer, which is the Ace of Cups in the reverse. It says new love, rhodonite. Okay, so here we have somebody that might be overbearing, controlling, um, isn't wanting to budge in something or a situation. Could be a ex or a current person or even a boss, right? But this is somebody that isn't flexible. This is somebody that isn't being flexible in whatever the situation is, whatever the question is. They don't want it to change, basically. It's like wanting to keep it the way it is. Somebody wants to keep something the way it is, and they're not trying to be flexible about it. Hmm. We have Aries, Scorpio here, and to me, whenever Aries and Scorpio are together, it's always the Tower, because the Tower card is Mars energy, which is the ruler of Aries and Scorpio. So to me, whenever Aries and Scorpio are together, it's the Tower. So there might have been a Tower moment here with somebody. Okay, you might have gone through a Tower moment with somebody, and but I see somebody that doesn't want to change or doesn't want the situation to change, but something has changed. Oh, and we have the Lovers in the reverse, Gemini energy, so this could have been a love connection. And it says choices. Okay, it's in the reverse, lapis lazuli. It's such a beautiful image here. So it's in the reverse, so something has ended. It could have been a relationship, and again, the Tower moment happened, right? The Tower moment, and somebody's like wanting to reconcile, maybe, or not wanting to end. They want to communicate. I see somebody like wanting to talk, communicate, but somebody else is like, no, it's a wrap. Hmm. But I do see somebody that doesn't want to change, doesn't want it to end. But the Tower seems to have already happened since all these cards are in the reverse. Okay, let me get 3 cards here for you. I'm also like feeling like somebody can't seem to or doesn't want to find someone new, or they don't want to move on, or they don't, they just don't want that change. They want things back how they were. Right. And we have clarity, truth, intentions, and honesty. So maybe here something's been revealed with the camera here with the clarity, or maybe you're clear on what you want and the other person isn't, or vice versa, right? But there's some clarity here, somebody that's already kind of like, I already know what I want. I'm already clear about it. There's, my intentions are clear, truth, intentions, and honesty, and somebody else isn't. So maybe somebody wasn't honest, maybe somebody wasn't clear in what they wanted to say or do. Okay, we have bitterness, okay? Resentment, anger, and hurtful words. Oh, wow. Okay, so this could be the emperor here. This bitter person. Look, he looks like a drill sergeant, right? He's dressed like a drill sergeant. Like he's yelling at them. You know how they yell in their face and all that? This looks like that. And this could be this emperor in the reverse. This is kind of like a bully type energy. Somebody that could have also, if it wasn't a love relationship, this could have been somebody that was like talking about you or trying to bully you, or just had negative intentions towards you. Somebody that um didn't like you or doesn't like you, right? Okay. So this could be different, different situations, different people. Take it as it resonates. And we have curse. Oh, speaking of not liking you, hex, witchcraft, and negative mind. Wow. Okay. So here it looks like we could have somebody that doesn't want to let go of you. And then here we have somebody that is cursing you. They are bitter. They don't like you, like I said. I feel like there's somebody here that doesn't like you. So, wow. So, curse, hex, witchcraft, and negative mind. They could have also been trying to affect your money. If this is, two separate people here, or whatever. This is somebody that could also be trying to affect your money, because the pumpkins are always about your money, your coin, your finances. And the pumpkin here seems to be smoking, almost like it's on fire. So I feel like somebody has tried to hex your money. Okay. And that also says negative mindset. So even if they didn't hex you, with witchcraft, it's that negative mind, kind of those intentions, because we do have here the card that says intentions. Even somebody having the intentions of negative wishes towards you, that can, create that energy flow directed towards you to have blockages and negative things like that. Okay. So it feels like two different energies here, honestly. And this could even be one person. For some, this could even be one person who just doesn't want to let you go. So it's almost like they're trying to block you from progressing to being with somebody else. Or again, this could just be two different people. One that doesn't like you very well, and one that is very much like stuck on you, but they're not the best person either. Okay. All right. Well, that's all I have for you, Pile 4. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.